Hey everybody, welcome back to the Wolf Pit with another episode of What Are We Eating? Today, we're going to go over the big four pizza chains, at least in my area, to see who has the best pizza. Just to let you, the people, know, that's sarcasm. You, the people's opinions, may differ, but in my opinion, what these pizza chains make and call pizza isn't even pizza. If and when you ever have a real piece of pizza, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But again, that's my opinion, and opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one, or is one. 9 times out of 10, I'm the latter of the two. And that's not my opinion, that's a fact. But there's also one more menu item that these pizza chains make, but they charge way too much for them, and it's one of my favorite things to eat. And that's chicken wings. And that's a shame. Because as long as we, the people, continue to buy their overly doughy, flavorless pizza and their rubbery, flavorless chicken wings, they're going to continue to fill their pockets with our hard-earned money. So let's find out everything we need to know about the big four pizza chains' chicken wings. Starting with Domino's. An 8-piece of plain unsauced chicken wings from Domino's costs $10.99. That's $1.37 a wing. Here's all the ingredients in the plain wings. 8 of the Domino's plain unsauced wings has 536 calories, 40 grams of total fat, 10 grams of saturated fat, no trans fat, 220 milligrams of cholesterol, 1,440 milligrams of sodium, 16 grams of carbohydrates, no fiber, no sugars, and 28 grams of protein. Now obviously, those numbers are going to increase depending on the dipping sauce you choose. Now let's open up a box of Domino's plain unsauced chicken wings, see what they look like, and give them a taste and see how we like them. I think they butcher their chickens right out of the shell. These are some tiny wings. Domino's wings come pre-cooked by blanching in vegetable oil, and then when they're ordered, they're run through the pizza conveyor. I haven't had Domino's chicken wings in a while, but the last time I had them, they were rubbery and flavorless. Domino's has definitely done something right, because the texture and the flavor has improved, but just enough to make it a good wing, not a great wing. The fat on the skin is nicely rendered and the skin is tight, but it's not crispy. The meat is pretty dry and somewhat tough to get off the bone. I can usually get a chicken wing pretty clean, and this is the best I could do with this one, after a whole lot of gnawing. Domino's has definitely improved on their chicken wings from the last time I had them. I think if they gave their tiny little chicken wings more time to grow, or used a better quality chicken, their wings would be pretty good. Now even though I did like these wings, I didn't love them. And at $10.99 for 8 tiny wings, I probably wouldn't get these again. Get bigger wings and a better quality wing, then I'd pay $10.99 for them. Now let's try an 8-piece of Papa John's unsauced wings for $11.59. That's $1.45 a wing. Here's the list of ingredients, and just like the Domino's wings, these are pre-cooked in vegetable oil and then roasted. 8 of the Papa John's plain unsauced wings has 810 calories, 57 grams of total fat, 15 grams of saturated fat, no trans fat, 205 milligrams of cholesterol, 1,460 milligrams of sodium, 4 grams of carbohydrates, no fiber, no sugars, and 66 grams of protein. These wings must be huge. That's what she said. Shut up, Scooter, you damn ignoramus. They have almost 300 more calories, only 20 more milligrams of sodium, and more than 2 times the amount of protein. Papa John's definitely gets some extra points for the fancy container. It's even got a holder for your sauce. The color on these almost looks like they're grilled, and these are definitely about twice the size as the Domino's wings. And just like the old Domino's wings, I remember Papa John's wings being just as rubbery and just as bland. But Papa John's has also improved the texture of their skin and the flavor of their wings. But just like the Domino's, the meat was pretty dry, but the meat was much more tender. But even though the Papa John's wings were bigger and more tender, the Domino's wings had slightly more flavor. When I eat wings, I need more texture and flavor. Even though Papa John's wings have much improved since the last time I had them, they haven't improved enough for me to fork out $11.59 for 8 of them. Now let's try the Little Caesar chicken wings. You can get 8 plain unsauced Caesar wings for $7.99. That's right at $1 per wing. Yeah, well, that's not really true if they're $7.99. If they were $1 a piece, it would be $8, so you're missing 1 cent. Well, Scooter, compared to the cents you're missing, that's not really a lot. Here's the list of ingredients. For 8 plain unsauced Caesar wings, there's 510 calories, 35 grams of total fat, 9 grams of saturated fat, no trans fat, 285 milligrams of cholesterol, 1,740 milligrams of sodium, 3 grams of carbohydrates, no fiber, no sugars, and 47 grams of protein. Unlike the Domino's and the Papa John's wings, I've had those before. I've never had Little Caesar wings before, so I'm not sure what's in store. But I have had Little Caesar's pizza before, and there's something about it that I just really like, even though it's the crappiest, cheapest pizza out there. And the fact that you can get a large one for about $6. So here's what the Caesar wings look like. And I think they got these out of the eggs right before Domino's did. Look at how small these are. Did they even give these chickens time for the bones to get hard? He's a hard bone. And that's actually a pretty tasty, savory wing. But it has that rubbery skin like I was talking about from the old Domino's and Papa John's wings. Little Caesars didn't have any buffalo sauce, so we got the buffalo ranch sauce. And they're the only place that charges for the dipping sauce. And the buffalo ranch ended up being a good mixture. And these ended up being pretty good wings, especially for the price. Now let's try the Pizza Hut wings. And they didn't have an 8-piece. They had a 6, a 12, an 18, and a 36. So we got the 6-piece for $11.99. That's $2 a wing. Before you say anything, shut up, Scooter, about the 1 cent. I'm really not in the mood for you today, Scooter. Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Larry. Oh, I'm sorry, Scooter. It's okay. Now run along and play in the road. Here's the ingredient list. And out of all 4 of the pizza chains we're trying today, Pizza Hut is the only one that deep fries their wings. For 6 of the plain unsauced Pizza Hut wings, there's 641 calories, 36 grams of total fat, 8 grams of saturated fat, no trans fat, 360 milligrams of cholesterol, 1,280 milligrams of sodium, no carbohydrates, no fiber, no sugars, and 72 grams of protein. Now here's 6 of the plain unsauced Pizza Hut wings. That skin looks like it was cooked to the perfect level of crispification. And the sound it made when I bit into it concurred it was perfectly crispified. Since I found my car, I don't say the word dude a whole lot, but dude, this is how chicken wings should be done. They're deep fried to the perfect level of crispification. They're huge, they're meaty, and they're delicious. Here's a few friendly words of advice for Domino's, Papa John's, and Little Caesars. Make the investment and add deep fryers to all of your restaurants. It makes that much of a difference. And for Domino's and Little Caesars, Let your chickens grow. Let them have at least a couple breaths of fresh air before you butcher them. Starving pygmies in New Guinea have more meat on them. And y'all know the old saying, I want to be like Mike. Domino's, Papa John's, and Little Caesars, as far as chicken wings go, they need to have a saying, I want to be like Pizza Hut. When I ordered the wings from Pizza Hut, I asked for buffalo sauce. I'm not sure what they gave me. Maybe it's their version of buffalo sauce. But either way, this sauce is the boss. So in my opinion, and I think it's very obvious, Pizza Hut has the very best wings by far of all the 4 big chain pizza restaurants I tried today. The other 3 pizza chains were okay. They weren't great, but they weren't horrible. Since Papa John's let their chickens grow to full size and had full-size chicken wings, they get second place. Otherwise, Papa John's, Domino's, and Little Caesars are plain run-of-your-mill pizza chain wings. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you soon.